Well, summertime is the most popular season for camping, and it's a good time to get into a positive mindset before you head out. Gina Vogue is an etiquette expert and joins us with tips on keeping everyone happy and enjoying their time out on the campground. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Now, this is an interesting etiquette topic, and a lot of times campgrounds sell out. They're very busy. How do we prepare for the crowds?
Well, I think just be aware that it's not just your holiday. And you camp very close to other campers. So if you're going to haul half of your house in, and then you'll have to haul half of that back.
Yeah.
So, and that's a lot of commotion, and then you set up, and it seems like there's a whole thing going on. Sometimes that might be a little bit too much. Just know that, plan accordingly to bring what you need and to bring what you need. So if you think, well, I'll just go to the next camper and we'll borrow their pot or their flashlight, that's not good. So you really be prepared.
So be prepared. What are some general tips for while we are there?
Well, that's interesting because I spoke to a lot of campers lately. I'm not a camper, but I dressed accordingly.
Yeah.
So there's some of the things I've heard is people bring these big lights, you know, it's kind of floodlights to flood their area, and the light doesn't only go on their campsite, it filters everywhere.
Yeah.
And people aren't going camping for a neon experience, if you will.
Right.
You know, they want that not the city feel and the big light feel. Secondly, in the mornings, I guess this is a huge bone of contention. People that decide they got to pack up at 5:30, 6 o'clock to be on the road for the next campsite, well, everybody knows around that are sleeping that these people are leaving because they're loud. You know, get the cooler and all the rest. That is just know that it's their holiday as well. And that goes also for rambunctious 3- and 4-year-olds that love to get up early. It is. It's everyone's holidays, but it's also your next neighbors. And like I say, tents and even campers, they're not soundproof. So just be aware that maybe at 6 a.m., keep things quiet so that everybody can get up at a reasonable time and still feel like they're on a holiday.
What about bringing a pet?
Pets are great. Of course, this is a great opportunity for pets, but that doesn't give you the opportunity to let your pet go and do his little mess or her little mess and leave it because it's the outdoors. I mean, if it's really in the bush, that's fine, but the campsite is still where people walk and enjoy. So you're still responsible to do the pickup. And never have a pet. I know this is common sense, but I guess it happens. You leave a pet in your camper and you go swimming, and the pet is just barks all day. You know, they've got the water and everything, and the people that are swimming do not have a bad time, but the people that are next to that camper say, come on, get this pet out of here. So that's a big deal. Keep your pet on a leash, and also know that there's wildlife. So know that your pet can be in danger.
True.
You can't say, well, this is it. You know, now you can have fun, you know, little Charlie, but you don't know what's going to come out of the bush.
No, that's true.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, I wish we had more time. It always goes by so quick. But yeah, a big awareness about your neighbor is just a big thing when it comes to camping.
You know what's good etiquette is all about great respect. That's it. Everywhere you go.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Corey.
And if you would like to connect with Gina, you can visit VIPprotocol.ca.